A new trailer. Y'all know what that means. Oh,
I know Gia is only a child.
she
She's
is.
the only one he'll communicate with. And we need calm.
We have a little connection. Uh-oh. Oh. Then we can see. Oh, look! New footage. What is this? Hold on. Let's take a look. Right over here. What do we have? Let's go ahead, just a smidge. Alright, yeah.
This won't end until one of them.
Are those a couple of Super X's? Does that seem to be the gate to the fabled hollowed earth? This is what many people are speculating. That may be the place where Kong gathers his legendary weapon, his axe. But yeah, if we actually blow this up, those totally look like Super X's to me. Super X, which came to us from Godzilla, 1985. Originally, Godzilla in 1984. Essentially, the redo of the original franchise. In theory, again, because according to Raymond Burr, in 1954, they never found any corpse. Until they apparently did later in some of the Heisei era, where they're like, oh, look, we found these bones. Let's build Mechagodzilla on top of it. And that's how we get Kiryu, which is totally not going to be what's going to happen here, because it's not like the director or anything, maybe according to Collider or something, with some journalists there, mentioned that apparently, yes, there is going to be some form of an android kaiju there. Apologies. Spoilers. Spoiler alert here. What are we saying? Apparently somebody went in and they saw a Ghidorah skull-like thing rigged up on a gigantic robot. Yes, that is what we've been told, and it's not like they had the bones of Godzilla from like the first movie or anything laying around, just kind of hanging around there. And if you got those bones plus some Ghidorah technology, probably make something very, very scary. Are they going to maintain control on it? I don't think so. It's just my opinion. But I see you there, Bone. Welcome, Bone, as well as shoutouts to my patrons, Joe Franco and Dave M. This broadcast is helped made possible by viewers like you. You know why? Because who doesn't like a little squirrel action? All right, back to the trailer, folks.
Submit.
Are you sure the monkey's gonna survive this?
It's us I'd worry about.
It's so massive.
Now, my opinion right here. Let me just go back just a smidge.
I'd worry about.
Godzilla's no. See, I thought I might be able to prove or disprove a potential theory back with this Godzilla here, because I'm like, wait a second, what if it's Ghidorah's tongue? Would that prove that that was a mecha Godzilla? It does look like Godzilla's tongue. I went back to some of the King of the Monster trailers and stuff. So, but as we get right here, as we can actually see, if you look in there, you see some claw marks and everything. I'm thinking that's where whatever the Mecha Titan kind of got out from, because Kong isn't really a clawer or a scratcher. It's more of just a pounder. He hits you with his fist because he's a big giant gorilla, and that's what he does. So that would either have to be from, again, in my opinion, either Godzilla, which I don't think they caught like that. Most likely Mechagodzilla. So let's continue.
So massive.
That does appear to be Godzilla, the actual Godzilla at the end.
They have an ancient rivalry.
Ooh.
Godzilla will come for him.
Yeah. Basically, as you can see, that seems to be the initial interaction. They kind of foray, he flips the aircraft carrier, and even the director's like, yeah, having two kaiju fight on top of an aircraft carrier, aren't we kind of breaking science? Yeah. But then again, every single time Godzilla or any kaiju rises to the surface in the middle of the ocean, and you're like, how has they done this? Do they have infinitely long legs? I don't know. Let's continue.
Need Kong. The world needs him.
Yeah.
Kong may be our only hope to save our world.
See, that was pretty cool. We go back here. Where you see
To
Kong,
save our world.
and he's just like, yeah, let me just pull this thing. Let me just pull the boat up. Hold on. He's literally either pulling it. It looks like he's actually pulling it out from under that Godzilla may have potentially sank there. That is pretty badass. I'll definitely gotta give Kong that. Alright, I think we got one more of the little new trailers. Oh.
Did the
Oh.
monkey just talk?
Oh. Yes. Yes. Just like our friend Coco the gorilla learned how to communicate with her human. Yes. Kong has learned how to communicate with his human. Why? I realize I was probably overly loud because that actually hurt my ears as well. Yes, we're slowly learning this technology here. If it didn't, power to you. Because when you play the audio, I think you got to turn up your actual volume. Yada, yada, yada. These things happen. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Chun-Li will make a cameo appearance. I don't know. I believe she is from Japan after all, and if she's from Japan, she totally might be there. So
We need Kong. The world needs him.
Godzilla will come for him. It would be a death sentence.
ooh. It looks fun. It looks fun. In cinemas, as of right now, we're looking at basically basically the end of March. I think it's 331 in theaters as well as HBO Max, something like that. I think it's a Warner Brothers thing. Is that owned by HBO? No. Which one is it? Which one is it? Oh well, it's okay. This isn't paid programming. They don't pay me to know these things. I get paid to create awkward moments because that's what we do here. But yes, this is all going on. It looks to be a fun movie because the big thing that most folks wanted, at least again in my opinion, was a classic Godzilla fan. Seeing as basically while memeing Godzilla back in preschool, my very first progress report was memes has stopped growling at the and begun to associate with the other children. He has begun to act more like a human than a dinosaur. I'm like, no, I was totally memeing Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Megalon, where Godzilla's stomping around and kicking the boulders. I was kicking some pine cones by the chain link fence. It was fun. We used a big parachute thing. But I digress. I digress. My take is what we're probably going to see is you're probably going to see King Ghidorah's head, which we saw from the end of King of the Monsters, which basically, what was it? Tywin Lannister from the Monsterverse ends up acquiring. So, of course, he's going to use it. Now, if all of a sudden you're putting out good old Ghidorah vibes, Godzilla don't take too kindly to that. So, that's probably one of the things that's pissing me off. It's like, I nuked the hell out of you and literally ate your head. What are you doing here? Plus, if you disturb the graves of people's ancestors, they don't take kindly to that. That would also be a shout out to the 1990s Godzilla against Mechagodzilla series. With that being said, I think it's going to be a fun movie. As long as you have a couple of battles between Godzilla versus Kong, and especially if we have an additional secret protagonist yet to be officially revealed coming into the fray, I mean, I think that's going to be a beautiful thing. Because, I don't know, I think 4 or 5 years ago, they kind of already played out the Monsterverse, and there's supposed to be a Godzilla 2 after this anyway. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they changed it, but I'm pretty sure it went Godzilla, the Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla versus Kong, and then Godzilla 2. Just from what I remember. So I don't think it's really also worthwhile to knock off either of these folks. Because to be fair, they didn't do it in the original either. Just depending on the ending, you either saw Kong leaving in the water or Godzilla leaving in the water. That's all. You don't need to piss off everybody. Just enough people. Because apparently that's what we're going to have happen. So I definitely might go see it in the theater, Bone. That, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those movies. But you know what? I do also like watching things here because I can pause and go pee. I don't know. Just whatever your personal preference is, do what you will. But thank you all for watching. Peace out, everybody. Be safe. And long live the elbow bump. Poop. Oh, wait. We could probably do some squirrels. I like squirrels.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 오빤 강남스타일